Hi, my name is The Smoking Spirit. I'm going to talk to you today about the drug war. Try to shed some light on the truth. We have been deceived so long and so well, there's barely a light of truth remaining. Let's look at some of the facts. Man has sat around since the beginning of time, getting drunk and stoned, having smoke in his lungs. We are only a threat to those who seek absolute tyranny over us. We are told we have to give up our property rights because they claim it's not how hard an American works. According to them, all the science and technology in the world can never make a building safe for a smoker and non-smoker to peacefully coexist. They couldn't just stop them from putting chemicals and poisons in our tobacco. No, instead we have to give up our property rights. Let's look at some of the other lies that they have told about weed, about hemp. I saw an old-time poster from the 1940s claiming that 5 people smoked a joint. 2 of them are in the hospital. 1 of them is dead. 1 of them is in jail, and they just don't know about the other one. These are blatant, outright lies. The American Declaration of Independence was written on weed, written on hemp paper. The American economy was built on weed, on hemp. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry that allows profit for all people. While the billion-dollar industry from clothing, paper, plastic, and fuel for 98 cents a gallon. Yet the Arabs, the 1%, and the oil industry, and the medical monopoly work to keep it criminal. They work to keep it criminal so that only they can prosper. They can't even keep drugs, cell phones, or crime out of their prisons, and we're supposed to give up our freedom so that the NSA, DEA, FBI, CIA can spy on us, or sit around and get drunk and stoned at taxpayers' expense, spending $12.9 million targeting people like Cheech and Chong, and all they could get them for was selling glass artwork out of state. The Indiana cop wonders why he can't stop persecuting peaceful pot smokers. We need a Truth and Reconciliation Commission so that we can expose the true criminals that control the crave, from their nicotine patch to their Parkinson's drug. They don't just lie about their Fen-Phen and their Vioxx. Their endorphin studies. Their endorphin studies are not just to destroy the desire in women or torture their heroin addict. These people have an ulterior motive. The right-wing Taliban has infiltrated the 1% who can buy and pay for laws that allow the DEA to spray paraquat on the weed, knowing that it did nothing but give the smoker cancer. They openly admit they tried to kill the San Diego State University student who went to a 420 party, a 420 pop party, because he was just another punk-ass stoner. It's time to restore our freedom. What's between God and man? Let no man pass judgment. The state needs to grow up and quit playing victim all the time. Let me be me, and I'll let you be you. A civilized society is based on liberty and tolerance. If you don't like what God made, rot in hell. But at least have some tolerance for those who don't agree with you. For freedom is the freedom of choice, to use self-restraint and self-responsibility in the making of that choice. There should not be endless profit made by gangs, the police, the doctors, or the lawyers, because a person smokes or drinks or has a different lifestyle than you. Let those be that will be Let those that won't be. And least we forget that it took drugs and courage to settle the Old West. Anyone would be a fool to think the future would be any different. The only difference is, are we going to hand over our freedom to these guys in white coats, the 1%? They're bounty hunters who want to call us criminals. Think about it. May the torch of freedom and its smoke burn right into the next generation. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Smoke. Amen.